between the lines. I'm hoping that you can actually pick that up and you're not just hearing me being weird and quiet. So it's a quick one today, and it's looking at the loneliness of leadership. How many people are in self-employment? How many individuals enter into a leadership role from being a technical expert inside of a team? They're happy, they're thriving, they have banter with their mates, and then the next thing they know, they're in a leadership role where they are required to be great with people. They now are privy to people's conflicts, their disputes, to people's pay, and all of a sudden they don't have that sense of camaraderie or that sounding board or that space to be able to open up that they once had. And that can feel incredibly isolating. And because as a leader, I think we're told to always bring our authentic self to work. And like, yes, but no. Yes, we don't want to be false and fake at work. And when we're a leader, we have to bring the best version of ourselves, our most authentic version of ourselves on our best day into work. So it's very, very hard to be able to kind of lead through challenge, uncertainty, and just figure things out. When we are new to leadership or when we are in business, we're trying to wear all of the different hats. We are trying to recognize and respond to kind of global markets, and we are trying to be a technical expert alongside a people expert as well. Most people that I speak to, many individuals that I coach, this is the problem. They cannot discuss the challenges that they are facing at work. Potentially it involves those that they would like to speak to, or they don't want to show that they just want to have some cards a little bit closer to the chest. So there are some things that I always do advise. First and foremost, it is so important to have a really rich and diverse network. I don't just mean looking at individuals within your company and within your sector to be able to talk to. When I speak to most leaders, they don't have any type of great network around them. Build one. Find people in different industries, different sectors, different job roles at different levels, and develop good connection with them. Develop that good network. Attend networking events, join clubs, all of that kind of a stuff. Because one thing we know from leadership is that it is incredibly lonely, and loneliness has a cost to it. So when we are lonely, we actually become less trustworthy of other people. We perceive others as more of a threat, and we can isolate ourselves more. We are more likely from that threat state to have narrowed thinking. Therefore, our decision making is going to be impacted, and we are going to have clouded perceptions of others. When we are able to get outside of ourselves and outside of our heads and to have conversations with other people that aren't right in our direct community, oh my God, it's so liberating. It is so important and invaluable to be able to talk to somebody risk-free who understands your experience. Again, so important to look outside of your sector and your network, because we tend to be siloed. We will have a certain belief or understanding of how an organization works or of how a sector works, and we will filter all of the information and all of the conversations to that point. When we take ourselves external to our sector and we begin to look at how other people navigate complexity, people, that kind of a stuff, we just improve like you wouldn't believe. Network. Remember, loneliness is an absolute brute, so it is so important to strengthen these ties. Because I've written a list of things. We always at work want to maintain a level of confidentiality. So if we are talking about a situation that involves others, if you wouldn't say it to a person's face, you can't say it behind their back, because everybody's always got that one person to talk to, and all of a sudden word gets out. So we have to have strict confidentiality. There's only certain things that we can disclose. So unless you've got a really great chain of command, you've got to bank stuff, which is why that external network is so important. I would definitely look at getting an executive coach, particularly if you're new into a role, to be able to help you act as that sounding board. You want somebody who can guide you, support you, set you tasks to help you learn through situations and grow. You don't just want to talk to people who are just going to agree they're there, give some sympathy and nothing more, because they're not helping you grow whatsoever. They're not helping you become a better leader or to feel more positive or in control. Therefore, find somebody, a coach or a mentor, who is going to stretch you and help develop your leadership capability. They are going to give you small, challenging next steps. This maybe is a great time to actually call upon somebody who's got some idea of what it is like within your sector, and who has experienced it before, so that they can really offer a richness to that support. And then the third thing, just have as much fun as you possibly can. I discuss it all the time. Play is one of the greatest and underutilized tools that we have within leadership. When we are able to try and make something fun and engaging, it changes the way that we perceive and engage with a task or an experience. So try and prioritize joy, all of that kind of stuff, as much as you possibly can. But just know, if you're finding it incredibly lonely, you don't feel as though you've got anybody to speak to on certain topics, and everything has got to be confidential, and that makes you feel lost at sea, you are not alone. Every single leader that I know, that I talk to, experiences the same. Those who learn to thrive are the ones who develop strong networks and have a safe space to go to when necessary. People are weird. The world is crazy at the moment, and all we have got to do is approach situations with curiosity, with openness, and a desire to learn, develop, and grow. And these are the foundations that are going to help us create strong, respectful teams. But that's it. Keeping it short and sweet today, team. I hope that you're all good. I'm going to start bringing people on who are going to do the little talks with me on topical questions. But that's it. I'm going to go and see how my kitchen is getting on. And I've also got my hot water bottle, because who knew Queensland would be so cold? Take it easy, friends.